Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in to the first ever Tillman Presents Tillman Time Talk Show. What is Tillman Time Talk Show? Well, basically it's the show where I just ramble on here behind my computer on this microphone, giving you guys my thoughts on whatever's on my mind. Now, sometimes it could be wrestling, sometimes it could be gaming related. It really doesn't matter. Whatever on my mind that I feel like uploading and sharing with the world, I will upload and share it with the world. Now, to get things out of the way, first of all, I want to plug my Twitter account. You can follow me on Twitter. That's at the Tillman. Same goes for my Instagram. You can like me on Facebook. Of course, subscribe to my YouTube channel. All those links in the description of this video. So let's just get that out of the way like such. Okay, so what am I going to talk about today? Well, ironically, it's the first episode of my talking show, and I'm going to actually complain about talking. Doesn't really make any sense when you think about it, but I am. As you can see, on the right hand side of your screen, it's a little image that I made up a couple of weeks ago. Raw is talking. Now you see, when I grew up back in the 90s, that used to be Raw is War. You know, Raw, Real American Wrestling, Raw, Monday Night Raw. You get pumped up, man. I was so pumped up as a kid. Every single Monday night, I could not wait to run and sit in front of my TV screen at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time and get ready for some Raw, see some Stone Cold, The Rock, Triple H, Undertaker, Jericho. I could just name on a whole bunch of people. Kurt Angle. Everybody, man. I was just so excited that they were going to have action. I was looking forward to see good matches, great action, maybe even some blood every now and then, and just some crazy, wild, interesting, entertaining, key word there is entertaining, storytelling. That's what I looked forward to when I was a kid growing up in the 90s. Nowadays, we get Raw is talking. So many damn promos, it's killing me. I know some of you guys follow me on Twitter. You've heard me rant on Twitter. It is killing me, all of these promos that they are doing. It is driving me insane. It's driving me to the point where I don't even want to watch this show anymore. Where it's just like, you know what? Fuck it. Why am I watching Raw for? I could be watching something else. Why am I going to sit through 3 hours of Monday Night Raw and expect wrestling and end up getting mostly promos and commercials, and maybe at the most get a half hour of wrestling on a 3-hour show? Think about that. 3 hours they get. 3 hours from at least from Eastern Standard Time, from 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock all the way to 11 o'clock, and sometimes even runs even later until like 11:15. They have 3 hours to give us some good wrestling and some good sports entertainment. I know Vince likes that word a lot. Sports entertainment. But we get 30 minutes at most, sometimes even less, of wrestling, and the rest is talking. If you grew up back in the day, think about how Raw used to start in the 80s, in the 90s. Just think about it. Sometimes they would start off with a promo, maybe about 5 minutes, help set up a match, help set up the main event for later on in the night. Other times, I remember back in the 90s when I was growing up, watching Raw. You would get the whole Raw intro there, you know, we're all together now, da-da-da-da-da, all that stuff. Here comes the fireworks. Welcome everyone to Monday Night Raw. Oh, look at this. Here comes the Hardy Boys, and they're going to be taking on Too Cool and Edge and Christian in a triple threat tag team match. Oh, wow, this is crazy. Immediately, right off the bat, you're getting a fast-paced action, or maybe get some cruiserweight action going on there. Anything. No. What do we get nowadays? Here's how Raw has been starting for the past months. I can't even count as many months. Hold on 1 second. Here's how Raw has been starting. So we get Raw starts, 8 o'clock rolls around. It's 8 o'clock, I put on USA Network. First thing we see is the fireworks. Oh look, WWE logo, some photos. WWE, then, now, forever. Very nice. Sometimes we get the a nice intro with the song Tonight is the Night. Get that nice song, get some highlights, get some clips of some superstars every now and then. And then when the show starts, sometimes there's opening pyro, sometimes there's not. Usually the first voice that we hear is Michael Cole, the voice of the WWE, which, that's a whole nother thing to talk about. But first thing here is Michael Cole. Welcome everyone to Monday Night Raw. We are live in blah 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 town. 9 times out of 10, what's the first thing that we've been hearing for the past months? And I am so sick of hearing it. Think about it for a second. What's the first thing that we usually hear? Now, excuse me as I do my really bad Motorhead impersonation. Behold the King of Kings. And I'm just losing my shit. I'm like, why are they doing this again? Here comes Triple H. Here comes Stephanie. Here comes Seth Rollins. Here comes J&J Security. Here comes Kane. Here comes The Big Show. They're gonna talk. And they take their sweetest time, slowly walking their way into the ring, going through the ropes, grabbing a microphone, and they stand in the middle of the ring and stare at the crowd. Welcome to Raw. I am the Game, and we're gonna talk. And I'm gonna give the microphone to Stephanie, and she's gonna make your ears bleed. Here you go, Stephanie. Welcome everybody to Raw! Oh my god, shut the fuck up and fight! Somebody seriously just shut the fuck up and have a match! And the worst part about the talking is that they do a lot of talking, but they don't say anything. Think about it. They do a lot of talking, but they don't say anything. Some of you might be saying it doesn't make any sense. Well, think about this. When they do their promos, what are they saying? What are they accomplishing? Nothing. Nothing. They are accomplishing nothing. Sometimes they show us a highlight clip before Raw. Oh, this is what happened last week. No more than 2 minutes later, they're talking about what happened last week on the microphone. Oh, well, Dean Ambrose, you attacked Seth Rollins last week. Even though we just showed the highlight clip, I gotta mention it again because people may just be tuning in. They may not have saw it. But, you know, we're gonna talk about it anyway. And we're just going to keep on talking about it and talking about it and talking about it and talking about it. And then 15 minutes later, we're going to have a tag team match. It takes them 15 minutes. 15 minutes. They could have a 15-minute match, but no. They spend 15 minutes to get to, we're going to have a tag team match as our main event later on tonight. Or, we're going to have a match. It's going to be Seth Rollins versus an opponent that you, the WWE Universe, chooses. It takes 15 minutes to get to that, sometimes even more. Sometimes 20 minutes to get to that. Really? 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 Just wow. It hurts my head thinking about it. Some of you guys may be fans of the wrestling show that I used to do, and I hope to continue maybe in the future, which was WWE 2K Beatdown, the Friday Night Fight. Most times I used to start off with a match. You know, get you guys invested. I wanted to get you guys right there. We're going to start off with a match. On occasions, I would start with maybe a backstage segment. Maybe I would do the occasional story designer promo. That maybe would last 3-4 minutes tops. They're going out there and talking for 15 minutes before we see any action inside the ring. That's mind-boggling. And then the worst part ever is when we finally get to the match. Sometimes it happens right after they're done talking. Sometimes we go to commercial first. But usually it happens after they're done talking, a match starts. 2 minutes into the match, you hear Michael Cole, "We'll be right back after the break." And just like that, they go to a commercial for 5 minutes. 15 minutes of talking, 2 minutes of wrestling, go to a commercial. When they come back from the commercial, maybe they wrestle for another 3 minutes, match is over. And guess what? Here's a backstage segment. Now here's a guy coming out to cut a promo. Here's a commercial. And finally, here's another match that lasts maybe 5 minutes. Maybe, if we're lucky. And then more talking. And talking. And talking. And talking. And then a cheap match. And then talking. And then talking. And then talking. And then talking. Cheap match. Commercial. Talking. 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 It is getting really, really stressful to watch Monday Night Raw. It really, really is. And it really makes me sad deep down inside that this used to be a show that I used to absolutely love. I used to absolutely love WWE or WWF at the time. Monday Night Raw. I was right there as a kid in the 90s, glued to my TV screen, sitting at the edge of my seat, just waiting to hear the glass shatter and see Stone Cold coming out with his vest and his knee pads and all that stuff and his beers and just ready to whip some candy ass. Actually, that's The Rock that whips candy ass. Stomp a mud hole. There we go. I got them mixed up there for a second. That's weird. Just wanting to see Stone Cold come out and stomp a mud hole in some guy. Waiting to hear, "If you smell," and I used to jump out of my sofa because I was a huge Rock fan. Seeing The Rock come out, carrying the WWF title, getting ready to have a match against Kurt Angle. I used to love this. American Badass Undertaker coming out. Kane, oh my God, Kane back in the day. I loved Kane back in the day. Now Kane sucks. Kane absolutely sucks. He needs to retire. The guy's coming out in a suit. He's wrestling in business pants. He doesn't even have his mask on anymore. He's just become Glenn Jacobs, a politician. That's all he's become. He used to be the Big Red Machine. Now he comes out and talks. He used to never talk. He used to just come out and choke slam some bitches. What happened to that? Why are they talking so much? No matter what, Vince McMahon may not want to admit it, and he is clear as day, proven that this is his mindset on Stone Cold's podcast on the WWE Network. He does not think this is a wrestling show. He thinks this is sports entertainment. Paul Heyman said it best years ago. Vince McMahon made wrestling a dirty word. This is all sports entertainment to him. He loves opening Raw with a promo to help set up the show. This is garbage. We are getting filth each and every week. Nothing but slop. Like something that you get in the cafeteria at a public school. Here's some slop to eat. That's what Raw is. To me, Raw used to be this nice, big, thick, juicy steak, or some nice chicken, or whatever your favorite meal is. Just think about that. Whatever your favorite thing to eat is. That used to be Raw to me. And now it's just become a whole bunch of messed together slop. And we're getting served this slop. This mystery meat that you get in the cafeteria almost every single Monday night. It's the same thing. No flavor added to it. Nothing. It's the same thing every single week. We went from Raw is war to Raw is talking. And I don't like it one bit. I don't. It's terrible. Please, start wrestling. You have the talent. There are people on that roster that do have a lot of talent. NXT has tons of talent. I'm going to talk about NXT in some other future video. But Raw also has some talent back there. Let them go out there. Let them fight. I don't want to see a Bray Wyatt promo backstage. They're good, but I don't want to see it all the time. Have him come out there and put on a great match. Have him put on a great match against Luke Harper. Have Dolph Ziggler have a nice 10-minute match. And not some cheap 2-minute match that has a run-in. You got the talent. Use them. Let them wrestle. Let them wrestle. Let the match do the storytelling for you. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed this edition of the Tillman Time Talk Show. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like in the comment section down below and give me your thoughts. You can either give me your thoughts in the comment section down below, or on Twitter, on Facebook, wherever you want. Give me your thoughts. What do you think about Raw? Are you actually enjoying the product? If you are, that's great. I'm bored as shit. Raw is talking. I hate Raw is talking. I'm Tillman, signing out.